Hello Libra, and welcome to my channel Libra Tarot. In this video we're gonna look at what kind of energies you can expect in the last 3 months of 2025, October, November and December. We're gonna look at the meanings of the cards from the love relationship, but also from money, career and finance perspective. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's get to it with your oracle card. The card that has a message for you today is number 25, round and round. So this is kind of pointing to some kind of a spiral quality of events, when the lessons are kind of not integrated. So you're kind of going in circles over and over again, and maybe you have a cycle here that you have a challenge to break. And you might need to revisit the pattern, because this is kind of like the feeling that how on earth did I get to this again? So try to think about if there's any kind of pattern, if you have any kind of cycles that has been repeating, and try to analyze it and focus on how to break it. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. Well, in the center of your reading you do have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a card of the wounded soldier who's been through a lot of challenges, difficulties, a lot of disappointments. This can be connected to past relationship. This can be connected to disappointments on your work, career perspective. When this card shows up, you are ready to give up something that you put a lot of effort into, something that you fought very, very hard for. So very important for you to think about it, that you're actually very close. You're very close to achieve whatever you are fighting for, because this is a card of perseverance. You've been here before, right? We kind of see it from that round and round. You've been here in this position, so you know how to handle it. You need to take the lessons and push through, because the message of the Nine of Wands is do not give up. Do not give up. Keep fighting for whatever you want, whether it's a relationship, whether it's finding the perfect love, whether it's finding the perfect job or some kind of a promotion or a business deal. Just go for it, because you're very close. You can see it, you can smell it, you can taste it, you can almost touch it. So let's see the first card in your reading. Well, it is the Five of Swords, which points to some kind of a conflict. This can be inner conflict, of course, or external conflict. So this is kind of like when people are in it to win it at all price. No matter what the cost, they just want to win. They want to make sure that their own interests are the one that matter and nobody else's. And they don't have proper collaboration, and there's definitely a lack of communication. So very important for you to think about how to improve the communication. But also this card is always encouraging you to evaluate whether it is worth for something to fight and try to win at all costs. So try to think about it. Is it worth or not? Because in this card can point to paying a very high price for something if you want to win and not collaborate. And obviously you are very tired from those fights or those combats, because you have here the War card and you have here the wounded soldier. The next card in your reading is the Justice. Now the Justice is a card of Libra, so definitely shows your energy in this reading and balancing things, balancing results, balancing efforts, balancing thoughts, feelings, emotions and finances, whatever. It can be anything. What's really important with the Justice card, that there might be a very important decision that you have to make here. And it can be also connected to legal documents, legal process as well, in some shape or form. So if you're kind of going through some legal battles that really exhausting you and you're kind of in that same situation again, well, I think with the Justice card you can expect that a fair and just decision is going to be made, where everybody's getting whatever they deserve, because this is also a card of cause and causation. So whenever it comes up, something that we've done, we're gonna get the result of it. But also it can be like, legal disputes on a work, and it can be connected to divorce as well, or any kind of legal process or contract as well. Because, for some of you, it might be that you're kind of battling for that deal, that contract, that job opportunity as well with that Justice card. The next card in your reading is the Temperance, which is pointing to the fact that you have all the ingredients in order to achieve whatever you want. You're also protected, so this is a card of healing, protection. So I think whatever you've been through, challenges, difficulties, you're healing. Those wounds that are indicated by the wounded soldier are healing when the Temperance is coming in, because you are protected. You're protected by the angels. But also, as I said, you have all the ingredients to achieve whatever you want. One thing you need to focus on is, unfortunately, patience. You shouldn't get into anything crazy. You need to kind of pick the middle road and just take one step at a day, one step at a time, and you're gonna progress. Slowly and surely, you're gonna achieve something amazing. Whether it's love, whether it's that perfect opportunity, or getting through this battle, whatever this battle symbolizes in your life. As I said, even it can be internal battle. Just keep focusing, being patient, and that healing, that recovery is definitely coming. The next card in your reading is the Emperor. So Emperor is the masculine father figure of the tarot. It can be symbolized taking a leadership opportunity, strategizing, being organized, successful as well. Because he is uniting all the energies of all of the kings. So he has everything to govern his empire, building the empire. Some of you might be building your own empire, some of you are building your career as well. So there's definitely a step up here when the Emperor shows up. A leadership opportunity, somebody who's very, really in control. Because the Emperor is in control, or sometimes there might be too much control as well. On a relationship perspective, this might be a stable relationship, something that you can rely on, something that you can count on, and you might be dealing with somebody who's not good at expressing their feelings and emotions, but it doesn't mean that they don't have it. They just have hard time expressing it, so you don't have to get worried. Now, obviously, roles are always reversible, so maybe you need to express your emotions a little bit better, because maybe you are a little bit wounded here with that wounded soldier. But again, Emperor is really great from the career perspective. Now, the next card in your reading is the Four of Swords, which is a card of healing. So I'm glad to see that there's double confirmation here for healing for you. So whatever you've been through, whatever challenges you had in the past, you're healing, you are recovering. But also with the Four of Swords, some of you might be taking a break from something, taking a break from a relationship, taking a break from work, or just simply going on a vacation. Again, it kind of brings back this very slow-moving energy, especially that it is right beside the Temperance. So something is evolving slowly. But you have a blessing here, a blessing that brings you positive evolution, where the universe's energy in the background is swirling. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you would have pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And of course, don't forget about the comment section. Let me know how this reading is resonating with you. Where are you watching from? And please put some comments into the comment section. I would love to know how this reading is resonating with you. Where are you watching from? And you can put in some positive affirmations that are relevant to these cards. For example, you can put in that I am able to achieve all of my dreams. I'm able to communicate and handle any kind of conflict easily and effortlessly. And of course, I'm healing from all the difficulties, the challenges that I went through in the past. So your reading continues here with the Empress, which is a beautiful card of nurturing, caring, abundance, long-term abundance, creativity, and love. Generally shows something that comes into our life, and it brings us long-term happiness, long-term stability. So it can be a job, a business opportunity, a new relationship of some sort. Or some of you might indicate some pregnancy as well. Now, very interesting here to have these two cards. So you have here the Emperor and the Empress, which is a divine counterpart of each other. This can be a partnership, a perfect relationship of some sort. They are kind of unbeatable. They are a perfect match, the mother and the father of tarot. So again, there might be a strong connection, a strong partnership of some sort that might be coming in. But you need to kind of pay attention to one thing here. Again, that Five of Swords, which can indicate some kind of a conflict. So there might be a very difficult conflict in a perfect relationship or in a perfect business partnership here, where you have this two power couple, because they both unite the kings and the queens, and then there's some trouble in paradise. I gotta tell you this with that Five of Swords, and you definitely need to pay attention to better communication as well. Or even in a business partnership, there might be some conflict here at work between two very important figures that might be making you exhausted. Now the next card in your reading is the Judgment, which is very interesting. It's similar to the Justice card, because there's some kind of a judgment happening here. So especially if there's some kind of a dispute, legal dispute, well, if you were not convinced with the justice that there's going to be a decision, the Judgment is definitely bringing you that final judgment, like a judgment is being made. So there's definitely can be here some legal or court case or some kind of something along that line for some of you, where you've been pretty much exhausted from it, and you can expect that everybody's getting whatever they deserve. There's karma definitely in this reading with that Justice and that Judgment card, something that we've done in the past, and it keeps coming back, like especially when you look at that round and round, right? With the Judgment, something from the past, we're kind of seeing the impact of it. But Judgment is also can be connected to realizations, rebirth, when you are finally able to see what is that you want, what is your long-term goal, what is that, what is your true calling, what kind of relationship you want, etc., etc. And then you also have here the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is a card of choices. So there might be many choices here for some of you to choose. Maybe something here that many job opportunities, many relationship opportunities. But the challenge with the Seven of Cups, that all of those opportunities, you have hard time choosing between them because you simply don't know what is the final outcome of them. So you need to kind of look at that. What is that resonating with your soul? What is that true calling that Judgment is telling you? Because that end goal, whether it's a relationship, whether it is a career one, you should try to pick the one that is in alignment with your long-term goal. But also with the Seven of Cups, you need to be a little bit more realistic here, because you can see those pink clouds. Those indicates that certain things are clouded, and also you have the blindfold on the Justice card. That's something you are not seeing, or something that you don't want to see here. So try to be a little bit more open, because maybe that's the one that keeps getting you back into the same situation with that round and round, because again, there's some kind of a lesson that you need to learn. And with the round and round, you're like, oh my God, I'm here again. You remember we said that. So there's something that you don't see or you don't want to see. So try to open your eyes. That's all I can tell you. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have here for you the Hermit, which is all about, again, rethinking what we want, soul searching, what is our goal, what is our true calling, what we want from a relationship or a person or pretty much that being deep in thoughts. Now with the Judgment, I can definitely see that you're going to be able to find that true calling, whatever that soul searching you are doing. And let's see what we have from this deck. You have here the Matrix, revealing the truth, sacred work, real career, muse, catalyst, possibilities. I'm going to be honest with you, when I saw first the rounded round and the Matrix, some of you might be lost here in the Matrix, in some kind of a system. You might be feeling lost. And maybe that's why you have the wounded soldier in the middle of it. But all in all, you can see that there's some kind of a revelation coming here. And the revelation of the truth, and you also have the Judgment, which definitely shows that the truth or something's going to be revealed, something that's clouding your point of view right now, but the revelation is coming. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again